Hey, what's going on? On to a new part here. Round 26, part 6. Got the death machine here. Start things off. I'd like that if to kill too. Switch guns here, save some ammo. On to 27. Yeah, it's not a bad little spot here. Pretty comfortable. The right weapons, right perks. Let him run right down into the fire. So I was talking about the draft on the last part. I'm going to continue talking about that. Talked about the first two quarterbacks, Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis. I think those will be the first two gone. But I still am interested in the other two that I started talking about, which are Matt Corral and Desmond Ridder. With Desmond Ridder, he's like Malik Willis, but he's not as accurate. Malik Willis is a much more accurate quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see where Ridder goes and if he can develop into an accurate thrower. Because if he does, he's athletic. He's so crazy athletic. He can run. So anytime you got a quarterback who's dual threat, you got an advantage there. Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if like Pete Carroll, Seahawks, when they pick, I wouldn't be surprised if they go quarterback. They just lost Russell Wilson. They're ready to start a new franchise quarterback. Be interesting to see if they get one. I hope the Steelers get one. I do. It'd be cool to see if the Seahawks got one. The Texans or Lions early on. Wouldn't be surprising if they grabbed one. And they need one. They might want to go defense first, but I would go quarterback. Take a flyer on one of these guys for a couple of years. See how they develop. If it doesn't work out, the contracts aren't like they used to be for quarterbacks. They're a lot cheaper now, so you can take a risk. You just get another one if it doesn't work out. Got a little more aggressive there, still alright. Man, it's hard to get that third charge up. Be a pretty quick race to 30. Then when I get around 35 plus, I'll try and go for those power vacuums, just because they're a lot of fun. Got a few more recently.
Got limited time to get ourselves loaded up.
About time to use an alchemical antithesis for the fire staff. Just want to keep that thing loaded. Then I got the Templars attacking first reactor. I'm not worried about it. They can take all the reactors at this point. I don't need a pack-a-punch. I'll pass the use of pack-a-punch at this point. Going for high round. We're gonna get there quick with this strategy. Hard to get that third charge off sometimes. I'm gonna have to use my monkeys here. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, We wouldn't have it. Struggling to get that third charge. That's the big one. You want the third charge.
You may be hot, but I ain't even breaking
There we go.
sweat.
All right. On to 30. All right, let's go 35. Yeah, keep an eye on all 4 quarterbacks. That's what I'll be doing in the draft. Watching for them. Bunch of defensive guys. Watching in the first round. Went over a few of those. Hope they land on the Vikings. One of them. Okay, here comes the big guy.
Guys again.
And down he goes. Kind of hit over here on the wall and then popped out and hit him. Take another nuke. Got a 3 charge on the staff.
Most of 'em out.
I heard another something pop. There, oh look at there, I'll take it. And back to the spot. Wait for him to come.
Come on, sons of bitches.
Yeah, if the Vikings trade their pick, I don't think I'm gonna like that unless they don't trade back very far. Like, as long as they stay in the first round, they better grab a nice defensive player right away.
I'm trained for this.
Or that's not gonna be very. I'm not gonna be very happy about that. I don't think any Vikings fan should be. We know where our weakness was last year. You know, it was on defense. Our offense did fine for the most part.
Who's touching? Seconds sticking around.
Had a lot of weapons on defense or offense.
You ain't escaping those flames. It's like camouflage. They don't see you so well.
I see all that has been, all that will be. Free me from Agartha. I will share the secrets of the hidden world. You do want to help me, don't you, Dempsey?
Bunch of really good receivers in this draft. It'd be cool to see where they go to. Almost every team could use a receiver. Except for us. I don't think the Vikings need to get a receiver. That would be disappointing. We got KJ Osborne as our third, and he's very good. We don't need another one. Thielen and Jefferson get the job done. One of those guys gets injured, here comes KJ Osborne at the number 2 slot. Fine with that. If we got a tight end, I'd understand that as well. We got Irv Smith still, so but he was injured last year. It'd be nice to have 2 for insurance. Tight end position is so important.
You may be hot.
If we got Woods from Virginia, I'd be fine with that as well. If they had to go offense, don't go receiver if you had to. You know, get a tight end or offensive lineman. I still want them to go D. Build that defense up. You gotta have a good defense to stop the Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes of the league.
You behind all
Gotta
these
have a good
magic
D.
potions too,
You
German?
gotta have good D line like Aaron Donaldson from the Rams. We used to have that. We still do with Daniel Hunter. He's a great defensive end, but he's had injury issues and whatnot. And you need 2 of them. You gotta have two defensive ends. In case one gets hurt, and if they're both playing, then oh look out.
Come on, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you need 2 of them. So I can see him drafting one of those as well. I would not complain at all. I'd say good job. Good job. Pressure them quarterbacks.
It's like camouflage.
Get a safety,
They don't
get a
see you
corner,
so
get a
well.
DN, get a D tackle from Georgia. What is that guy's name? Jordan Davis. That's right. Well, I'd take him too. If I really like him. So we need a D tackle. Okay, I'm on board.
Picked on the wrong Murray.
figuring out the timing on this staff a little better. Pop my alchemical antithesis here soon. Right now. Let her rip.
Escaping those flames. Iron Cell ain't nothing compared to what I'm doing to you. You may be hot, but I ain't even breaking a sweat.
Even though I got backed in there, not too much to worry about.
I'm talking to you. Fire, you're gonna get burned.
Yep. Shepherd of Fire with this staff. Pretty beast mode. Some running backs in the draft to pay attention to are Breece Hall, Iowa State. He's going to be a top pick. Any team looking for a running back. And if you play fantasy football, keep an eye on Breece Hall wherever he lands. Iowa State back.
You don't get to walk away.
Another back is Kenneth Walker III from Michigan State. Another one to look out for. Isaiah Spiller, Texas A&M. Devontae Price from Florida International.
You don't seem to understand.
Notre Dame back, Kyron Williams. Yeah, there's a few running backs to look out for. But definitely Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, Isaiah Spiller. Be watching those three, see what happens.
Freaks don't stand a chance.
Strategy is working pretty well here on 33. Panzers are no trouble. When they come, no problem. Let's keep crushing this for a while. See how far I go with this one. I'll try to get it parts to like double digits if I can, 10 parts or more. I don't always make it, like their Eisendrach, went down earlier, not playing, 46. I'll run that one again sometime though, it'll give me an excuse to, Instead of 46, I'll push it to like 60 or something. Here comes the Templars trying to ruin my day. Sitting pretty good here.
Fires of hell ain't nothing compared to what I'm doing to you.
Take that nuke. And I'll grab the insta kill.
Fuck, he's dropping bombs. Don't ask
Might as
me
well,
how.
just because it was easy
Looks
too
like
with the
we all just
Nukon.
got some fresh ammunition. You freaks don't stand a chance.
It's gonna get dangerous here. Probably should switch. Don't want to get caught with the insta kill not on.